I think we're live.
Hey, good
Hey,
morning.
good morning, guys.
What a weekend. Starting from Friday on, it's just
Wow.
been nuts. Been nuts. I
The-
mean, yesterday was like the busiest day I've seen on X. I can't tell you. I mean, there was just nukes going off yesterday on X. It was crazy.
It,
My
it
thumb,
was
my thumb, my thumbs hurt. My thumbs actually hurt from getting back to people and texting with people. I mean, unbelievable. Flip ahead was
got to
out of
give
his
it up to that guy. Got to give it up.
Flipahead was out of his mind yesterday. He sent me a video this morning that he's working on with Paul O'Keefe.
Uh-oh.
Oh my goodness.
I seen one, and I don't want to see. Listen, this guy. I don't know how he knows what he knows, but damn,
He's good.
wow, guy.
Yeah, he's
Like,
good.
woof,
Yeah,
love it.
he's got one with Paul. I don't want to give it away, but it's like, Paul's, saying that he had emotional harm and people were yelling at him. Well, let me tell you something right back at you, buddy, because this is going to blow your mind. Like some of the stuff he does to the
Yeah,
crowds and some of the stuff
right.
he says back to the crowd. Like, so, about this lawsuit, a lot of people have a lot of theories. Obviously, it's about the money. It's always about the money, right? But also the statute of limitations, right? Going to run up in 3 months, right?
You would think, right?
Yeah, it
I
is.
mean,
It
it's
is.
been There's only so much time you have.
Yeah,
And
right. And then, good.
did you see when that was created, Mike? Did you
What?
happen to see when that lawsuit was started?
No, I have the documents in my feed, but I didn't actually see the date.
While ago, long time ago,
Oh, so it's been in the works. So
way
he was
before the
waiting.
trial.
He was waiting for. Oh, really?
Yes, way before the trial.
Interesting.
No, it's friggin' disgusting.
I don't. Well,
That
that is.
this has been in the works. Listen, pull it up. Let's look at it.
You got it.
No, I don't. Where is it? Let's go to Twitter. Twitter. I know Aiden
Yeah.
posted it, right?
Flip aheads in the.
Oh boy, he's getting ready for work.
Oh yeah. Hey, flip ahead. Sent you a link in the video. Oh, he already sent it to us. I watched it this morning. It was in my. I
Listen,
wake up. I'm making coffee. I hear this ding. I open it up. It's flip ahead. I'm like, oh, was he watching me? Was there a camera in my kitchen right now? What's going on? Fuck, does he know I'm up right now? Literally, I'm literally making a cup of coffee, like let my dogs out and stuff, and ding. He must be going to work. I know he was to work early, so. But anyways, the one with Colleen O'Neill, though, dude. I mean, I can't stop laughing. Can't stop
she
laughing.
she's been fighting this for a while, Mike. Like she's been
Yeah.
getting
Oh yeah.
targeted by the police for I mean years.
So
Really.
let's go back to like last November or December, right? I was talking to Rita, and Rita gave me a heads up about this. She's like, "You got to go down there and see what's going on with this company and talk to this person." That's all she said to me. That's all it was. I had no clue what was going on, but she wasn't there, but her boyfriend was, and I spent about an hour with him. Walked around, showed me what was going on, and I was just like, okay, what can I do? And I'm just thinking and thinking and thinking, and I really had no answers, but until our platform came around, and the Twitter base is building up, but it's just hopefully we can help her with some change. Obviously we'd like to have her on if she's got time. I don't know, but even Dixie Normus, if you're out
Yep.
there, I think you're a hoot dude. You know what I'm talking about, John Como. I think those two together on some morning would be fantastic.
I think anybody that's out there that we know of, that we've met in a standout or at a rally, I think they are more than welcome to come on if they want. That's kind of why we're here, right? I
Yeah.
mean, we're trying to help people out and whatnot. And for example, Colleen's problem. I have no problem with Colleen or her boyfriend coming on here for as long as they want to just let people know what's going on in their little world of theirs, right? I mean,
Ken.
it's
It's
can't.
something to do with Ken. It's Ken. So it's not West Bridgewater. It's not Lakeville. It's not Falmouth. It's Ken. It's
But
right
time
here.
out.
And it's
We got
another.
issues all around, Mike.
Oh, I know.
From
I
from
know.
police chiefs up in the northern part of the state to
Yeah.
you know police in
New Bedford.
Fall River, New Bedford. Right.
Yeah.
New Bedford's got problems. They keep flipping chiefs left and right, left and right. I don't know why. They've had a bunch of chiefs, man.
Shelby, if and then you can hear it. Flip Ahead sent a video into the mods about the new release. If you guys want to play it or not, it's up to you guys. Have you found the docs you're looking for, Tommy?
I did, but I can't find where.
The date we the date, yeah.
Right. Aiden made a comment about it on the show last night. And I mean, geez, we could go over anybody's shows. Like everyone went live yesterday, right? Your Sean went live. You had Brian who went live. Aiden went live. We didn't.
Well, someone. So in my feed yesterday, someone went into my timeline and reposted from 6/14 of this year that Aiden heard that there was going to be a civil suit.
Yeah,
he made a tweet about it, and I chimed in about it, and I just posted it again yesterday. So at least back to June so far, we know that it was in play. So I can tell you that.
Well,
this is
it.
Flip Ahead Productions. Yeah.
How have they treated you guys over the course of the last year and a half?
Well, if you just go back to
full screen
of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names.
If you insist. Yep.
Again. Just go back to any video of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names. Again. Just go back to any video of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names.
You got another thing coming.
Just go back to any video of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names.
Again. Again.
Just go back to any video of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names.
Again. Send them.
Just go back to any video of us walking into court during pretrial hearings, yelling, screaming, calling us names.
Mike?
Yeah.
You see how Paul was walking in and he just looked over and then said what he said?
Yeah. Was that at you?
You can get a you can get a sense of who that person is by that tone, would you say?
Yeah. I mean, he was pretty pissed off. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. But that, I mean, so
but wait a minute. It's
been
that way from the very beginning. Not once has he taken or thought about or even approached anybody to try and talk to them.
Right.
If you have 1,000 people that all think you did something, you wouldn't try and pull one person aside and say, hey, listen, come here. This is what happened. Or this is how I feel. Because that's valid, right? How he feels is absolutely valid. I'm sure he misses his brother. Can't take that away from the guy. But to take it to this step, this level, he had to because time was going to run out. So think of the pressure they must have been under when there was a mistrial. Now what do they do? Imagine if Karen had found guilty, bang, he would have slammed her with a suit on top of that.
That's right.
Just right away. The next day there would have been a suit filed. It's already written. It was ready. If she was found guilty, it would have been dropped the next day.
Here's the question about the civil suit. Is that the Crash Daddies debunked the whole thing that he hit her and she hit him. You know, like, so how do you put that into play where that vehicle caused a fatality? It just doesn't make sense.
So you have to go in front of a jury, and the jury's going to have to decide again, did this happen? Forget about did it happen this way, but did it happen at all?
All right. Well, I mean, so many people on X yesterday just chiming in with their thoughts and stuff. There was some very intelligent things put out there, like did Paul have to sit down with Josh Levy over the last couple of days and realize what was going on and try to get this in and expose people that he thought were friends? You know, that's another thought.
Well,
Like, you know,
it,
he's gonna play both sides of it, and not
you
actually
know,
be the guy that yeah, not be
yeah.
the guy that actually turns on him, but actually make him and through the courts get him good.
Wait a minute. How's he get there? How does he get to the ale house?
Why?
I'm curious.
The golf cart?
I hope he's not like driving a vehicle to get to the ale house, Mike.
Why is his license still suspended?
Well,
Is his
still?
license still?
Did
Yeah.
you say still? Why
Yeah.
would it be suspended, Mike?
Because he got in a car accident with drunk driving.
In the middle of the daytime.
Yeah, coming back from a golf tournament, right? Hit somebody in Lakeville.
Hammered.
Yep.
He hasn't learned, obviously, if he's going to go out and drink and drive.
Yeah, but what? Okay, I'm going to play devil's advocate. What does it have to do with this? I understand the moral compass part of it. I get that, but legally speaking, what does that one have to do with the other? That's what I'm asking you. I don't think there's any relevance. I guess, you know, hey, don't throw stones in glass houses. I get all that.
Sued for that accident?
I'm not sure.
But I'm pretty sure they may have been like insurance claims and stuff like that. To
Oh,
fix the
oh,
cars,
yeah.
stuff,
Oh,
you know,
oh, yeah.
like that's insurance, right? That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
Why can't you leave it like that? What else extra are you gonna get? She doesn't have anything. What does Karen end up? What she have, Mike? She got a massive attorney's bill.
Well, isn't her insurance company going to pay for her lawyers during the civil? I heard something about that. That they're maybe her automobile insurance or her house insurance might pick up for this, so it really won't cost her any out of pocket money.
Oh, I don't know.
So I get. Okay,
I
so
wouldn't want their lawyers. I mean, I want my lawyers, Mike.
Okay.
Right? Wouldn't you?
Yeah. And then you're going to fight the Waterfall lawyers, and then you're going to fight the C.F. McCarthy lawyers as well. And I think a lot will come out of that about how many drinks she really had, because John paid one tab, but I think it was $16, and he put the $10 tip. Wasn't a whole lot of drinking going on. I mean,
Right.
everybody stated in the criminal trial that she did not look drunk. The Greek couple there said they were fine to me. Mike Camerano said that Mike Camerano was with John earlier. He wasn't even driving. He looked fine to me. And Karen was there. It was early. So I mean, there's an uphill battle here. It is not cut dry. I guess is what I'm saying. I think this is not going to go one way the whole time. It's not that. And who's to say this? This is the curveball. Hold back and buckle your knees. Is that who's to say? Who's to say? Not that she did. That she shouldn't have a drink when she got back to John's house. And then if her blood alcohol was something in the morning, prove to me that she didn't have a couple of drinks when she got home, which is totally fine, right?
How many people in chat? All right, I'm going to give 134 people a little heads up. In the academy, this is how it's told to us for drunk driving. You have to witness operation. Now, you roll up to the scene and there's a car accident, whatever it may be, fender bender, whoever. The person's drunk. If you have a witness say this person was operating erratically, gives you permission to go and take them for testing.
So one witness that was maybe driving by saw the person driving. It doesn't have to be the person in the other car or anything like that. Okay, I'm with you.
No, you need corroborating evidence to start that DUI investigation path.
All right.
Now, if you were to get into a car accident and you get out of your car and you went over to the side of the road, private property, opened a beer or whatever, and drank it right then and there, it's the smartest thing you can do in plain view of everybody.
I heard that. I heard that before. I've heard of that before.
If this guy causes somebody causes an accident and they go to their house and they go in their house, you can't charge them with operation.
No shit. Imagine if the guy came out of the house with a beer in his hand. What are you gonna do then, right? You can't.
And Betty, and here's the other problem: is if the keys are in the ignition, like it doesn't mean the car's on, but if they're in the ignition, and like that means your car's able to be started. That's operating under the influence of the keys. Just in the ignition, engine off.
Yeah.
That's
I heard that.
operation.
Yeah.
So what do you do now with the new cars with the fob?
I don't know.
The minute you get in the other car, it's operation. It's
That's right.
automatically, you know.
That works in the the prosecutional side of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's right. I remember that. I remember back in the day, the key thing. Yeah, I was told that get the key.
Remember that?
If you get asleep in your car, make sure the keys are out of the ignition. Yeah, I heard that. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, little things like that, huh? But
Yeah.
again, I mean, again, like the Waterfall and see at McCarthy's, they're gonna hire big guns. I mean, they're not gonna lay down for this, you know.
Listen, that's part of having a liquor license is you have to have the attorneys for it, right?
And the bartender testified from Waterfall
She did.
that they were fine.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where are we going here? And who's going to prove that Karen, when she got home to John's at 12:36, didn't crack another drink? Not that she did, but prove me wrong. I mean, you gotta have some kind of evidence that she did or didn't, right? Because her blood alcohol was whatever it was in that morning, right? But who's to say she didn't have a couple of drinks when she got home?
Right.
I don't know, right? So that kind of throws it out the window.
You can't prove that what she did caused that end result. You have witnesses that were there, Mike, right?
Right.
We're actual witnesses. Nobody saw operation.
No.
People that were in the house looked out, didn't see operation. So now it comes back to the data, right? It comes back to John's body in the vehicle. They have to match up.
I gotcha.
They don't. There's no John's head in the injury in the back and the front. They don't line up.
Yep. So that's why I'm going back to the Akra thing. The whole Akra thing is going to be they'll be into the civil trial. I mean, what jury? I mean, I know the bar's lower for a civil trial, and someone mentioned it yesterday, like a 51% over 50. More likely than not that happened. But I think it's a stretch. It's just a stretch. I don't know. But like you said, if he was found guilty on any one of the charges, right?
Right.
He'd have a home run probably.
But that's not even the case. So if she lost, here's the issue. If the jury said that she's not guilty on 2 of the 3, right?
Yeah.
You're gonna hang your hat on the manslaughter thing. That's not even like no.
Well,
what if that comes back no? Then what? Like he's basing this on guilt, on presumption of guilt for Karen, and she's not even close to being there.
Okay, let me ask you this. Suppose Karen doesn't lose, but see if McCarthy's and the Waterfall are found negligent for over-serving. That's an angle he could get as well too, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be all 3 at once. It could be 1 or 2. I don't know.
Here's the deal.
I'm not familiar with this.
Right. So here's what I think will happen is the attorneys for the Waterfall and for CF McCarthy's, right? Yeah. They will all combine their resources and they will come back at that lawsuit with I've been through this before and I don't remember the exact process. You throw that at them, they're gonna say no, this is why, and they're gonna respond bing right down the line to all the charges. That comes back, and then you can then go back again until you get in front of or get to a point where all right, we need to find the facts. So then we go into depositions, right?
Now depositions from that point then can be used in the criminal aspect of it too. So let's say they want to put Jen McCabe in a deposition to see how much they drank.
She's gonna be deposed. She was a phone call. She's part of that whole tree, that decision tree and that process tree of who did what and how.
So like Kurt Roberts will be back on, Mike Cameron will be back on, the Greek couple will be back on, Matt McCabe will be back on, Brian Albert will be back on, Chris Albert bought a round of Fireballs, right?
Listen, you're gonna have the insurance company,
right?
Their attorneys,
Right.
Now, when it comes to trial, for example, they could, if the Waterfalls attorneys and CF McCarthy's attorneys, I don't know if they can decide who, but I think they're both going to make a run at each one of the witnesses. So they're going to be deposed twice or three times or for whatever, right?
Yeah.
And mine lasted 8.5 hours. I think they're probably going to be at least 2 or 3 days with just doing a deposition.
You got deposed for 8.5 hours?
Yes.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know why, but
No.
shit, dude.
Can't tell you anyway.
Anyway, so they get all. So let's say they bring the Fairview crowd back in. All right, all of them. Like
They have to.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
Now they can ask them all kinds of different questions. Right. They don't have to ask for permission to ask. They're not going to be objected to.
The gloves are off here, Mike. You can ask any question you want.
So
you can ask about intimate details. So, for example, if they said that he was being intimate with his wife, you can ask any question in regards to that if you want. That's how detailed and in depth. Like, did you finish? Did you climax? What position were you in? How many pillows were on the bed? I mean, that's how the levels they can go.
And I'm thinking to myself, if I was in McAlbert, I don't want this. I don't want any part of going in for a deposition, right?
No. Nope.
So this is kind of swimming upstream in Paul's sake against the criminal trial, because the McAlberts they're fine with that. But once you start getting into a civil suit, which I've been hearing all along, that they never wanted this to happen this way. They don't want a civil suit. So if Karen was found guilty, Paul's civil suit would not really include them. Where she's not found guilty, now they can depose everybody. Am I saying that right?
Yes.
Close?
Yes.
All right.
Because what it is, Mike, it's data collection. All right. And the insurance companies of all people are the worst. And if they know they're going to lose, for example, if they know they're going to lose, they will settle right away. Like, here you go. What do you want? They'll come at you with a number, blah, 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 back and forth. Right. If they think that they're in the right, game on. Game on. Because they have nothing to lose. They listen, their attorneys are getting paid anyway, right? The guy's going to show up to work. He's getting X amount a year. And this is his job, is to go and fight this. If Bev wants that person in court every day, the lawyer will be there every day. His goal is to win. That's it. Don't write the check.
And someone was saying yesterday on X that some of the insurance companies, investigators, are the best in the business. Retired something, and they're phenomenal. They're phenomenal.
Well, think about this. You ready? And so if you are an investigator, right? The FBI wants to hire you. You're going to say, I'm on $100,000 a year. Insurance company, they can pay you $300,000 a year. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'm a retainer. I'm going 3, of course.
There you go. Of course. Yeah. So the insurance companies, and don't forget, how long has insurance been around?
Well, I know this, Tommy. When you drive into the city and you look at all the buildings, the tall skyscrapers, they're all insurance companies. Okay, they're all owned by banks and insurance companies. So that tells you one thing right now, that they don't fuck around, right, and find out. They make money. They make money, right?
I pay them every month. I don't know about you, but I do.
It's mandatory. You have to. You cannot drive a car without paying some type of insurance. You cannot own a house without paying some type of insurance. You can buy dog insurance, pet insurance. I mean,
Mike, the reason why you see all these buildings, right, that are insurance companies and banks, because they don't write checks. They collect checks. Yes. That's the difference. And now you're gonna get a lawyer that's gonna sue 2 of them.
Yeah. No. And now, okay. Now think about the insurance policy that CF McCarthy and Waterfall have. We have to have 100, 500,000, whatever it might be on your car or whatever.
Yep.
Just think what they have for coverage. 4 million, 5 million. It's stupid. And trust me, they don't want to pay it. They're going to pay a lawyer a couple $100,000, their best, right, and fight this. So, Karen can plead the 5th because she still has a criminal case going on.
Yeah, self-incrimination.
Yeah, it's anything. So this is going to be a tough one, I guess is what I'm getting at. It's going to be a lot harder than you think.
So here's this. Are you ready?
What?
Just think of the private investigators that are out there, right? Mm-hmm. You don't think that this guy's been under under investigation, like by a PI, I'm sure, and I don't want to say how, but I'm sure he has been. All these
Joe, Paul,
people have.
Paul,
The whole crew. So
Right.
now you're the insurance company, right? And you realize that there's investigation information out there.
Right.
You can buy it.
Wow.
That now you have to answer to that. So,
Wow.
for example, if you were being followed and you went to the ale house,
Yeah.
and then you
Okay.
said, Did you go drinking at all? And he says, nope. Well, the insurance already has it. So that's a whole, Mike, that is a road that they didn't want to go down.
Now, yeah,
I don't see it.
I'm just trying to find the angle where it helps the criminal case, and all I see is plus signs that it can, because you're actually getting witnesses in a criminal case up on a civil case to get deposed and ask questions that the defense could never ask because they were either objected to or whatever.
Correct.
And Sean of the Gulf yesterday or last night posted something with Mr. Higgins on the stand, where he was being asked some questions and literally almost broke down and cried in the stand.
Yep.
It was
You could see him.
crazy.
You can see him. You look down. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, I got chills. I was like, oh man, he's gonna lose it. He's gonna lose it, and he almost did.
Did you see that picture? Did you see the picture that I sent you? With the stain on the floor.
Yeah. Someone's saying that's Nikki. I think was saying that. Be careful of that. They're not 100% sure on that one. But go ahead.
Well, here's the question I have. Right? Who would, if for example there was something on the floor, who would take a picture of it? Right?
Insurance company.
No, it's supposed to be the concrete floor was taken out.
Right.
So that picture that we're looking at shouldn't exist.
Right.
It should, unless someone was not smart enough, but had the thoughtfulness to take the picture beforehand. I don't see that happening. I don't see him allowing that to happen.
No.
If someone's going to come and do the cellar floor, I think he's going to be with them the whole time.
Yeah. And that's why it was Nick Marathas.
Yes.
The elderly boyfriend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone mentioned that his tools was. I think someone said that his tools were seized.
Yep.
Not just recently, but a while ago. Yeah. So like he's been dropping. Sean LeGulp has just been dropping nukes, dude. Nukes. Absolute nuke.
Let me just say this real quick. I had someone tell me this morning that the federal investigation is all wrapped up, all said and done, it's over.
It's all.
That's what they were telling me.
Wow.
I don't think that's true based on what you and I know.
Right. Well, hey,
that wouldn't happen. Think of the data they collected from what you and I heard, right?
Yep. Oh my gosh.
They're still processing that, right?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
And think of where they're gonna go after they get that information to.
Yeah, just go up.
Where that's gonna leave them.
Yeah, what I like about that is that they're going from the bottom, so to speak, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're going to climb up. Instead of coming from the top down, they're going to do a reverse triangle and go up.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the other thing we saw was the post Farwell.
That's right.
Virtual, right?
Yep.
He admittedly openly went into a post conviction. That's another bombshell.
Wow. Just to get it over with. Boom.
He says, I'm not going to ever be a cop again. Okay. Can we stop? No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. We're not going to stop, but we're going to keep going. But thanks for never being a cop again, pal. You fucking pedophile.
Did you read what it said?
I read it. Yeah.
He admitted to facts.
Yep. 15 years old. She was 15. Yep.
So now you need to look at who was on the Stoughton Police Department when this was going on. And those cops had a moral and a legal obligation to do something, and they didn't.
I know. It's horrible. It's horrible, dude.
You're letting the cops letting this stuff happen. A cop, a police officer. Forget about doing it. He's letting it. He's allowing it. He's encouraging it to have to do it.
Complicit, man, knowingly and willingly, right? Just turning their back to it. It's horrible. I just have a hard time like just processing that whole situation. Not just for like a month. They did it for years.
Mike, and then she ends up dead, and no one says, "Wait a minute, that's the same girl that was hanging around the police station, driving around the cruises, Come on. She
Yep,
was
they
in
heard me.
that station. She knew them. They knew her.
That's right. That's right, man. Talk
Mike.
about a blue wall. Talk about a blue wall.
The whole police department in Stoughton allowed that to happen. Allowed it. And they can't tell me if you're going to claim ignorance and that you didn't know, get out of here. It's your job to know.
That's right.
No, not an excuse. They all allowed that to happen. And then the poor girl who's pregnant ends up dead.
Yep. Yep.
Nobody knows anything. Geez, I wonder what, I don't know. What happened? Oh, I don't know. What happened? Who was it? I don't know. Come on.
I'm being told that Garino is getting looked at hard. He is.
Oh, Mr. Garino.
Some serious pressure, man. Some serious pressure. So I don't know. There's all kinds of. I mean, what I guess the last 5 days have been incredible. We had Aiden in P-Town, which was hilarious, right?
Wow. Boy, whoa, back up. We had, listen, Mike.
Aiden on the show, yeah, right?
We had Aiden on the show, right?
Yeah,
we had the Glera, right?
And then Auntie Bev dismisses the motion right there on our show.
Well, right.
Crazy, yeah.
And hasn't stopped since, Mike. It's just been it's
been
wow.
nuke after nuke after nuke after nuke. Even Saturday and Sunday were busy. It was crazy. Yesterday was insane. Yesterday was insane. I was just like, holy crikey, man, what the fuck is going on, man? That's why I get I get a feeling in my gut, on the young guys. I guess people as a guest, the people wanted Tommy too. Okay. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, young Jelly. I'd love to come on, brother. You mean Tommy? We're a team, so it's it's all or nothing.
Yeah,
So,
I want my mods to look at. That's kind of cool, huh?
Yeah, I mean, why not? We're we're in it. We're in it, man. We get the right stuff. We got some sauces, and it's nice to have people recognizing the hard work. I mean, especially Tommy. Tommy. You guys all know Tommy. Production company, all that bullshit. I'm not going to bring it back up again, but man, every news clip, Tom, just so you know, that was on yesterday had you in it. Everything
really?
Like Karen, yeah, oh yeah, Karen Reed's being sued civilly. She's walking to court. There's you right behind you with you.
I didn't see that part.
Oh yeah. So no wonder the production company's like, Tom, we actually need you because you're in every fucking clip that we have.
Can you imagine the post-production? There he is again. There he is. Who is this guy? Who's that? There he is. He's right there again. I feel bad for him.
I know. So it was kind of funny. I'm like, oh my God. Now I look for you, dude. Like every time there's a clip, I look for you. And there you are with your red Karen Reed shirt on or whatever you're wearing. And you're like, fucking right.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, yes. So that's good news. You're going to be going, speaking of being some places, you're going to go to Aiden's hearing?
Yes, Thursday. Yep.
Time 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. So heads up, everyone. We're going on the road again.
Scott McGinnis.
Road show.
Scott McGinnis, you out there, brother?
Let me do this real quick. This is kind of news too. That was yesterday. I can share this. Haley. I wonder who Haley is. You know who Haley?
Yes.
Haley. I wonder who Haley is. There's Haley.
Yeah, I saw that.
The Commonwealth is currently moving for an immediate bail revocation for Kate Peter and seeking to have her remanded into custody. See
what I'm talking about? Yesterday was a bomb day. Yeah. And there was pictures of her taking down the Cape with the kids and all this other stuff. And
did you? Oh my God! Did you? Hold on. That needs. I don't think people know about that. Where is it? You guys, I want to find that. You're not going to believe this, guys.
Oh, go back to Higgins if you want later, but whatever. Right here. This is crazy.
All right.
As an investigator and former firefighter, first responder, correct?
Yes.
And you did not see a 217-pound man bleeding out on the side of the road in the lawn or in the yard, just to your right by that flagpole, correct?
If I did,
I didn't ask
I would have done something to help him.
I asked you if you saw one.
No, I did not.
And that's because there was no body there, correct?
I didn't see anything.
Here he goes.
Because
right
if there was a body there,
here he goes.
you certainly would have seen that.
Objection.
Oh. Oh.
Ooh,
Right there. Right there, baby.
as an investigator, and
One
former
more time.
firefighter.
Just watch the whole thing again, Tommy.
look at, you can see it right there on his face. Look at him.
Well, actually, look at his eyes shift towards Lally too when he's in trouble. He looks right over at Lally like, help me. Right there. Yeah, he's about to lose it. No doubt. No doubt. No doubt. He's about to lose it. Yep.
All right, here we go.
As an investigator, and former firefighter, first responder, correct?
Yes.
And you did not see a 217-pound man bleeding out on the side of the road in the lawn or in the yard, just to your right by that flagpole, correct?
If I did,
I didn't
I
ask
would
you
have
if
done
you
something
did.
to help him.
I asked you if you saw one.
No, I did not.
And that's because there was no body there, correct?
I didn't see anything.
Because if there was a
there,
body
right there.
there, you
Right there.
certainly would have seen that.
Objection. Boy, I would not want to be in his shoes, man. No way.
Sean on the Go posted that yesterday, and that was very telling. That tells you a lot. Tells you a lot. I mean, words are words, but pictures say 1,000 words, right? You can
Yep.
see it in his face and his body language that he was upset. So there's something chewing on the inside of him right now. Chewing. And where the fuck is he?
I
Anybody
don't.
know? No one knows. No one knows. Is he still counting? Is he still counting bullets at in the city at the ATF headquarters? Is he on the rubber? No one knows. He just disappeared. So
Gone.
did he flip? Sean, he signed a proffer, right? Maybe he signed another one. Maybe he said enough's enough. Because you know what? He's going to get deposed. He is definitely going to get deposed. How much did you have to drink? Right? How much did you drink all day?
Speaking about drinking all day, this is
Stop it.
this is horrific. This is horrific, and I'm not gonna move. I just do it so I don't show the little ones here. I wonder if Kate Peter is going to be at the top of her game in court today after spending yesterday day drinking with Lindsay at the Cape. Reports are they were looking for Kearney to attempt to disrupt his vacation and ignoring the kids. Why are his kids their problem or their issue? A source tells me at one point while they were drinking, the kids were left unattended at the table playing with a vape pen to entertain them. Mothers of the Year strike again. They went down the Cape to go in to intentionally bump into Aiden to make a scene to get him arrested because he's not there, quote, with his kids. Because it's that freaking important to them what he does. They go out of their way to try and get him freaking jacked up. That's not right.
He's too smart for that now.
But
He's
he
way-
shouldn't have to deal with this.
right.
She's going out of her way again, and they didn't
Yeah.
lock her up.
Yep, I understand what you're saying.
I mean, it's like you can get away with murder around here, you know?
Oh, Tommy, Jesus, wow.
Sorry, I'm trying to tone it back a little bit. I'm sorry. I shouldn't get
All right.
that
No, it's all right. It's okay.
factual. I'm sorry.
No,
But
it's
that's not right. I mean, come on. You're going to intentionally go find somebody.
I mean, those are words that are written. I mean, down the Cape. I don't know what part of the Cape they're at. I mean, I know the dock was at in Truro, which is we're close to P-Town, which is a ways. If you're in Falmouth, it's a ways away. It's not like 20 minutes away. You got to keep going. And Truro is like a private beach area. You can't just roll up onto someone's street and walk to the beach. It's not like Sandwich
Mike,
or something like that. Yeah.
How many beaches are there from here to Truro?
Oh fuck, I don't know. 100.
Yeah. And they choose to go and look for him to cause a scene specifically.
Well, I think that this is really grasping here at the last chance because someone knows they're going away. I mean, look at what happened with this incident in Dedham where she pulled up with no hubcaps and no AC and she gave the finger and yelled out, "I hope you kill yourself," to the other victim. I forget her name, and that got postponed, I guess. Or is that the reason why she's going away? I'm trying to, because that was the
She
that
had
was the yeah.
she had a restraining order. I'm sorry, there's a restraining order against her. She can't come in with a certain distance of a victim.
Yep, she did.
She did numerous times.
Yep.
Numerous times.
I'm not talking about Aiden. I'm talking about the female. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep. Matter of
So that's-
fact, when I went, that female had to go to court. We walked in. It was the day Aiden got arrested. Okay.
Yep.
I went with this girl. She asked me to go with her, so I did. We walk in, and there's Miss Peters in the back corner with the whole entire group of people. Jackie Dugal, I got it all on film. They're all inside the court, like inside the lobby before court was open at 9. Aiden wasn't even there yet. And I walk in and I tell the court officer that there's a restraining order and that girl can't be here. So they tell her to leave, and she leaves. But what the court did is they allowed her to come back in. And she was on the news, So she intentionally, after being told she
Wow.
couldn't be there, still came back. And it's on the film, on the security cameras of the courthouse. So I think that is where it all started. So I don't know if that's been heard yet or if that's the original complaint. All the other times are all violations of that one order that was there prior. So the first violation was when Aiden got arrested. So
Okay.
until now, it's been violation. And the last one that we know about was when she was out in front of the courthouse flipping everybody off in her car.
Yeah, with no AC, no hubcaps. I was there for that. You and I were both there for that. I
Yep.
saw that.
Yep.
And actually, she was there for a good like 2. It was like the longest red light I've ever seen in my life. It was like there for like 2 minutes.
But Mike, if you know that if you have a restraining order on a girl and she lives in Waltham, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to Waltham?
No, sir.
It's that simple. But they come to these events with the intent of trying to get an issue, whatnot. It's
Their mind get on tape, get on film, get on TV, get in, interview. Like yeah, I see their point. The food stamp 5, I guess is what they're called, right?
Yep.
But still, I mean, not even the restraining order wasn't even against Aiden per se. It was against this young lady that had a legitimate RO, right?
Without a doubt.
And here she is within the distance of violating that, and nothing's being done, or it's going to be done, or it's going to be said to be done, or it's allegedly going to be done. But it seems like to me, like every time there's a final date of a decision, it gets moved.
Yeah. Continue without finding. Pushed, continued.
Now, who's pushing that button? Like,
so I think I would say that would probably be one of her motives, is to work or to be an informant for the Norfolk County DA. And then she's going to try and use that type of corruption to try and get out of her charges. She thinks that's a get out of jail free card.
That's right, brother. So
the problem is she's getting jacked up in different counties.
That's right.
That's where, you can only do so much.
That's right. Good point.
Right.
Yep.
But I mean, as far as I'm concerned, she went out of her way. She lives in Attleboro, dude. She would go from Attleboro to whatever trial it is, to whatever courthouse, just to do this. I mean, granted, she's got a right to protest and whatnot, but she's got to follow the rules that are set in place, and she doesn't, and nothing's being done about it.
I don't know. The judicial system's kind of crazy here, man. Obviously, I've never been involved at this level with it, but the more and more you read, the more you get educated, the more you surround yourself with smarter people, online or via family. It's eye-opening. And if you talk to somebody that's a layman like a regular guy that's going to work every day, has a family, and you go to a pool party and you try to have a conversation with this person, there's no way they're buying it. There's no way they believe it. There's no way that they even think of things like that. So it's like almost like you want to talk to people about it, but if they're not familiar with what's going on, it's kind of like, okay,
we need to stop, Mike, right?
Right. You got to start off light, and that's why I'm very light-handed when it comes to family matters. And when if some people talk, and they know what I do, and they know that I knew John. I played hoops and stuff with him, and you know that's kind of like the skin of the game, so to speak. And like, but that's it, man. And then from that point on, I've just been getting educated,
Right.
and you know, knowledge is power, and people on the platforms share their knowledge, which is power, right? People, you know, they learn something new, you know. But trust everybody, but always cut the deck too, right?
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely, man.
Trust everybody, but always cut the decks. That's why when the civil lawsuit came out, the fucking phone blew up, dude. Just blew up. I mean, blew up. Right?
My phone was, it was ridiculous. Yeah.
But so many people had so many great points about
Yes.
how it's good or bad, or the depositions are going to come out. And all I can say this is that there was more good for Karen Reed than there was bad for Karen Reed about what's going to happen next with the civil suit. So
Right.
I'm on board with that, because just they can depose the bartenders, all the people in the bar, the band that
Yep.
walked by, the
Dude.
band player that walked right by that guys.
Everybody who was there.
Yep.
And the
Jen,
problem they have is everything that I've read said that they have been, John and Karen, neither one of them were intoxicated at all. That's legitimately what it says in the documents.
And I remember Chris Albert was bought a shot. He has said right on the stand, "I bought a round of fireballs." He
And we
bought
don't-
the round.
we-
He bought
we-
the round of fireballs. Yeah,
How come we don't
No
see
one-
him do the shots? Where's that video?
I don't know, but no one did them. I don't think. I don't think anybody. I didn't see it. Well, you can't see it anyways. But let me tell you that waterfall video is going to be broken down frame by frame. The CF McCarthy's is going to be, and then we're going to go to the outside. Someone's going to have videos of them getting into cars, who's driving what. Okay, so you were day drinking all day long on the way to New York and on the way back. Why are you driving? Okay, Why were
Right.
you driving? Why were you driving? It's a lot of stuff that's going to come up, man.
Mm.
That's why think about that. You're gonna ask Brian Albert, hey, you were clearly drunk because you admitted to drinking all day on the way back, and you look intoxicated here. And now we know that you had 4 beers or 5 beers at the waterfall. Why were you driving?
Right. I don't know, man. There's some.
And then,
There's
then
some
we're gonna
stuff.
see that. Then we're gonna see this. We're gonna see a video of what Higgins was driving.
You know, it's funny. I was watching some of the old testimony, and Alan Jackson says he knows that there was cameras there.
Of course there was.
Where's
You
that
know
footage?
It's coming. So then we're going to find out who's driving what. Was there a white Jeep? Or was he in his government vehicle, drinking and driving? Same with Brian Albert. Was he drinking and driving? Okay. John's a trained first responder. He would have known if Karen was intoxicated to drive. He would have told her not to drive.
Yep.
And John's that type of guy. John's that type of guy. I think he would have said, hey, honey, let me, I got it. Or whatever, you know? How much did Matt McCabe have to drink? How much did Jen have to drink?
Yeah.
How much did the daughter have to drink?
Yes.
How
Wait till
much
she
did
gets on the stand.
Wait, Brian Albert's wife, how much did she have to drink? Okay. Not only there, but prior to.
Correct. Yes. Yep.
And to me, it's what they're driving when they leave, which might open up the criminal aspect of it. Of, is there a white Jeep? Wasn't there a white Jeep? Well, how'd you get the white Jeep when you live? You know, the timeline's not going to match up. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
I'm trying to find something here.
And are they going to have Chris Albert walking home? Right? Are
Yeah.
they going to be able? Are they going to be able to see Colin getting dropped off at his house, walking to his place from a street camera? Right? Is that
Yep.
going to happen? All right. Did he kiss his parents? Did he kiss his parents goodbye again? What time was that again? Or you know, did you brush your teeth again? What time
Right.
was that again? You know, there's a lot. I mean, this is bad. McAlberts, I think, are sweating. Paul, not so much. I think he's had enough of the shenanigans.
Okay.
And
I'll give you that.
And he's looking for the check. But this is the way, that he's not doing it. It's the lawyers for the insurance companies. Per se. You know what I mean? He's a third-party culprit himself. He's going to say, okay, I'm going to sue her, and they're going to ask all kinds of questions on both sides, and I'm out of it. Let them do it. I don't know.
So there's Mike, there's so much. I don't know if you know this, but I can't believe this. That I don't want to go back there. No, I'm not going back to that.
Okay.
Unbelievable. I want to share this because this is something that's near and dear to my heart, and this is where I was told this from the very start a long time ago, Mike. And Sean just posted this the other day. Okay, this going back to the 1990s. Okay, I don't know if you've
Yep.
seen this post,
I did. I read it. Yep.
but it's about Sean when they went and did a roundup looking for Whitey. They
Yep.
tried to take out the mob, but they had a problem because the FBI was involved, and they get the heads up, and that's why Whitey bailed and left because he knew they were coming.
That's right.
Now, I knew that from growing up in Southie that Whitey left, but the rackets, the
crew.
rackets were going. The rackets were still going on. Like
Right.
things didn't stop because Whitey left. Okay,
Okay.
so someone had to take over for Whitey. I think.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. So here he comes out the other day, and I'm jumping up and down, screaming, going, "I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!" This post is quite detailed, we'll say,
Mm-hmm.
and I think
I
we
think-
need to look at this direction, and because it all makes too much sense this way.
I didn't realize Sean was such a badass. By the way, he's carrying long guns and shit.
Yeah.
So the post right there. Go back to the money. So like the $70,000 they paid to the FBI agent that ratted right here. Someone who would recruit many key players within the BPD, the BF, the Boston Fire Department, instead of a few prima donnas. I leave her headlines for a measly $70,000 and a few bottles of wine. That's what the Conley took, for a rub,
Imagine that.
I
$7
know.
grand. Sell them out.
70,000.
70. That's right.
Yeah.
No, that's $7 grand.
No.
Yes.
You're.
7.
I think 7,000 and a few bottles of wine. You're right. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're right. I saw.
But
Yeah.
they're on the take.
Right.
I just, that's a lot of power to think about it, right? A gun, a badge, you have access to the skater machine.
Yeah. You think about this, like you kick in the door, right? You get money and drugs in there. How much goes to evidence? How much doesn't? Right.
None of it.
Well, I've been involved with a situation where where there was the same thing and people went to jail. But yeah, it happens. I mean, shit. When I was growing up, right?
Yeah.
If the cops pulled me over, or I was out drinking on the beach somewhere, they pulled up on us, they would just take our beer.
Yes.
Put it in the trunk, and then they would drink it. And they would drink it in the parking lot after work and laugh. Right? They didn't do. But it's just funny. It's just. That's how small it can be, or that's how big it can be. I'm sure there's a bunch of people out there in the chat that, same thing. Like the cops didn't really care because you're in high school or whatever, right? And, there was a bunch of us out there. We're all good kids, and we're on the beach. We're not hurting anybody. But, neighbors complain or whatever. They just roll up on us.
All right, you're lagging. You're lagging. So when I was a police officer, I did that. I pulled over a car and they had like a case of beer. So I just took the beer and let them go. No, they were happy. I guess as happy as could be.
When you're fired up like that, when you're fired up after work like that, it's hard to like just wind down. You know, you just can't come home and just say, "Hey, honey, I want to go to bed now."
Nope.
He's 1,000% right. Because when I left work, it took me forever to wind down. Like, I didn't drink, but still, like, I was just, watching TV or playing with the dog. You just can't decompress that quickly, especially when your heart rate's X amount of, when you're on the job and then you just want to go. But imagine like trying to go to a bar with some coworkers if you're a cop and trying to unwind, but you have to look over your shoulder because you have a personal
all the
friend.
time.
Brian Albert there, you know, might sucker punch you. And I heard that's what he's famous for. The
So-
sucker punch. The
so
sucker
you're-
punch.
Yeah. So thinking about being a cop, right? You're always looking over your shoulder because, like, not just
Yeah.
again, not the people who the people on the outside. You don't worry about them,
Yeah,
but then you got to worry about someone on the inside that's supposed to have your back.
that's right. So I used to have he was a captain for corrections, and he would not. We'd want to go to Red Sox games. He wouldn't go because a lot of guys that come out of jail were serving hot dogs in the stands. You know, he just and they would know him, and it was weird for him. He didn't want to be. I'm like, no shit. He goes, oh yeah. He was a lot of guys get hired by Fenway. They come out, they're good guys, but he goes, but I had to watch him for 3 years, Mike. I want nothing to do with that. And sure than shit, I take him to a Father's Day game, and we got and here comes a hot dog guy or a water guy. He goes, hey, so and so, hey, what's going on?
Yep.
He's like, oh shit, we got to get out of here soon.
What? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not bringing back. Yeah.
No more Trooper Paul. His stuff.
Do you blame them? I mean, if you're an insurance company for, you're going to have that reconstruction happen, and use that in a civil suit, you can't.
Listen, I want to see the paid expert who they're going to put on the stand, who's going to debunk that. I can't wait for that. I want to see that person.
They'll probably come from Canada, like the other guy did. What was his name? Whiffen.
Yeah.
He came down and all he did was try to promote his app.
That's it.
And I think we discovered that. Didn't they use this wrong extraction tool for the type of phone that they were trying to get the information off of? That was Garino.
So here's the problem that they have, Mike.
Yeah.
They have a big problem because we have all the invoices for Celebrate that went to the district attorney's office. So everything that they've paid for Celebrate, we have. So if they bought Celebrate version 3.0 and they said that we only got 2.1,
they lied.
They lied.
And so Tommy did a good job at that. Good job, buddy.
So we have that information. We should put together. You should probably give that to Flipper. He can figure that stuff out.
Maybe Eve too. Eve could probably do that. Yeah.
Yep.
Eve, Peter and Compton and all, but yeah, Flipper had. But Flipper had got back to me yesterday. He's like, "Hey, listen, I've been doing you a solid by not going after the family, Paul and stuff." He goes, "But all gloves are off now."
Yeah. No. Hey, listen, I think Mike, at this point, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Listen,
I got nothing to stand on.
It's almost September, right?
Yeah.
And then October, which is Halloween, right? November's short month. December's even shorter. Then you get New Year's. Bang, trial. Mike, that's 4 months. And they're looking for an expert in that amount of time just for the crash reconstruction guy?
And here's the problem, Tom. They have no markings where John was, how relative to the house he was, to the fire pole.
Nothing.
Those are stationary objects, right? At least put, a flag, whatever. Do it the right way. Again, we know why they didn't want to do it the right way because, if they don't have it, they don't have it. They can't tell you. And then they throw Trooper Paul to the wolves. God bless his soul. I mean, how are you going to match up against Alan Jackson? We can all go back and look at this stuff. We know how ridiculous it sounds, but to his credit or to his point, he wasn't really given a lot of data to work with. You had Gallagher telling him this is the approximate area where we kind of found him, and then you go back to the cocktail glass. The glass they found on the lawn did not match the glass that was found on the back bumper. There were two types of different glasses. Do you realize that?
Yeah, Mike, that whole glass thing is like, I don't see how that even comes into play. There's no.
Well, hear this, because he left the bar with it, right?
Supposedly, but he drinks freaking beer. He doesn't drink alcohol.
Right. So why is a glass in the snow found near the body and there's glass in the bumper that's embedded? Those two types of glasses do not match. Scientifically proven.
No.
So where you going? Where you going with this? It's crazy. It's fucking crazy, dude. So how are they actually going to get location data? For this new for this new, reconstruction guy.
Right.
How are they actually going to do it?
Exactly, Mike. Hey,
How can they do it?
they got 4 months to do it. And you think Lally's great with the data? Here's this, here's that, here's this, here's that. They can't even hold on to a library video.
It's so obvious too when witnesses are up there and uncrossed with the eye shift or with the Lally for the objection. If you just go back, like I've been watching film like you have and everybody else, it is so obvious when they're in trouble, the eyes go to the right. And Lally,
right to Lally. Objection.
That's all you have. When they were in trouble, and you'll see it, watch the tapes. It's pretty blatant.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways,
we got Smiley Face Killer coming up. The guy who wrote the book.
I know, dude. I've been doing my homework.
Ain't this insane?
I can't get over.
Mike, it's huge.
I can't get over. No, so this is a real thing.
Yeah.
Aquatic erotic asphyxiation. So people get sexually aroused by drowning people. Legit. Aquatic erotic asphyxiation. So they waterboard you. So no, the other thing is too, like, how long were the people in the water for? Oh, 40 days. But the guy's been missing for 60. So where was he for 20 days? So this is
Mike. Nothing matches up. Nothing matches up.
It had me.
He's been in the water 3 days. His body's perfect. Like no bugs, no nothing. What?
Right. Yeah.
What?
So
what do you mean perfect?
So one of his mothers had to identify the body. Right. They identified him with a tattoo. But allegedly, he was in the water for 40 days. He was missing for 40 days, right? Most investigators will say, well, the body would have been black. You would have never, ever known what was on the skin.
Right.
She goes, well, his skin was white still, and I could see the tattoo on his ankle. So it's crazy. This is crazy, dude. So I can't wait for Friday night, man. I'm lock and loaded for this one. And I tell you what, I dove right into it too. There's a great documentary out, and it started in Andover, Massachusetts.
It's still happening, Mike.
I know it is.
We had 3 of them in the past year already.
But it started in Andover.
And it's all the way over across all over, man. All over.
Oh yeah. Up like Michigan and up in that area too. I saw a bunch of dogs. Yeah. Crazy. Aquatic erotic asphyxiation.
Yeah, that's
aquatic erotic asphyxiation. So they had like a therapist on or a psychoanalyst on. This is the only thing they can think of. The only thing they can think of. And then they showed how they waterboard them, right? They put a cloth over their face, they're blindfolded, and they just take a gallon and they just tilt them backwards.
And
And they had a detainee on, an American detainee on, and he said, well, you might survive the first one, maybe even the second one. By the third one, whatever they want, you're giving it up.
Yep.
You're giving it up. So just as a torture, or they use it.
That's some crazy stuff, Mike.
All the time. So I can't imagine what they were doing with these people. And they revive them. And how they would get off on that. Now, hopefully, I got something mistaken here, but imagine that these.
No, I just can't. That's.
Oh yeah. The other thing, one of the lead investigators was a retired Boston police detective.
Yep. I'm like it. They think it's a cop.
I don't know. I think it's more than one person.
Hey, let's go. Let's go do something this weekend. Oh, okay. I mean, that's like that. Wow.
I kind of had that 2 or 3 people who can keep a secret that long too, but
right.
But still, it is. There's like a documentary this young kid does. It's nuts. It's on. You go to YouTube, you can find it. Yeah, I forget the actual name of it. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm excited for that, Mike. That's going to be a good time. Yeah.
So get your popcorn for that one. It's Friday night at 6, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't wait.
He's in California, so it's a little bit of time difference, but that's all right.
So yeah, he wrote a book about it. It's still ongoing. And Eve was on last weekend, and she was mentioning like there's some bodies been dropped around Austin, Texas.
Yeah.
There was actually a 48 hours or a Dateline where this young guy went out with his friends, the same thing, They saw him skipping down the road, which he's not. He's a big guy. He doesn't skip, I guess. He's just kind of
Right.
a macho guy. And next thing you know, he's found in the water. You know, come up like 5 days later, or whatever it was. You know, he had like 2 drinks. He had 2 drinks. He had 2 drinks.
It's just a lot of funny stuff, Mike. I just can't put it together.
Anyways, I digress about that one. I just think
Yeah.
it's it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting. But so the show, the show will be good. Tune in for that one. But yesterday was interesting. Yesterday was an interesting day because it was all over the regular news. It was all over Court TV. It was all over the YouTube guy, all the content creators, all the shows last night.
I saw something where the head juror, it was for the Chestnut trial. They interviewed her for the Chestnut trial, and she says it was a mistrial. She said the lady that was there just shut right down. Her answer was no. She wouldn't listen to a single thing. Answer was no. She was a juror. That's why it was a hung jury. Everyone was like, yep, he's guilty. This one lady shut down. I'm not voting yes. And that's it. Didn't matter what they have. Didn't matter. So I'm not sure what happened in the Karen Reed trial, but again, there's issues with jurors in Canton at that courthouse. Not Canton, but in that courthouse for Norfolk County. There's issues there in regards to jury stuff.
Well, go read Doc's interview. It was interesting.
Yeah.
That was with the juror. Hopefully another one comes forward. And they keep coming forward just because of this. You know, they have the right to be heard. And then, Flip Ahead made a video. We played it last week where there's actually a judge that asked all the right questions to the juror.
Yep. The exact questions we get.
It was that easy. It was that easy. It took 5 minutes.
Yep.
And the guy was found not guilty.
And she didn't. And she didn't.
Nope.
That's insanity, Mike.
Now,
it's insanity.
So the appellate court, I wonder if it's going to get processed to the appellate court with Weinberg. I'm sure it is. Because they thought it was an appealable verdict anyways, right off the rip.
Yeah. Well, there's so many things that they can appeal. Just all the motions that Auntie Bev did.
Oh, the pretrial was crazy, dude. The pretrial stuff, what was in and what was out was nuts.
Did you notice? And I think it was Flip Ahead's video. Did you notice in the background that Yuri and Tully was sitting in the bench right behind the?
No, it was Fanning, Yuri, and Tully.
All 3 of them were there then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But you know what I'm talking about, though, right?
I do, sir.
With this video, they were right in the back. All 3 of them. Yeah.
There's pictures that came out. Goat Boy posted some pictures yesterday of Karen being arrested for the second time at her house.
Right.
The Proctor putting her in cuffs, Yuri going, then Yuri approaching her, and how fucked up is that? And happy belated birthday, Mr. Reed, if you're watching, if you're listening.
Yes, happy birthday. Our best wishes go out to you and your whole family, sir.
What a day, to have that happen, your birthday, then.
Yeah.
It just kind of fucking sucks, but.
There's a post that Flip Ahead made, and I think it actually is really smart. It says, I haven't read it yet, but Paul's blaming the bars for over-serving Karen Reed. Did he bring a lawsuit against Chris Albert, who bought everybody around of fireballs at the bar?
That's right. I know. So who overserved who?
Right. Who bought what?
Yeah.
So I do believe that, Chris is going to get deposed here, and if it doesn't match up with what's said, then I think there's a problem.
Yeah, and again, who's driving what when they leave? It's going to be huge.
Yeah,
it's going to be huge. So what car did you get in when you left?
And you can't lie, no matter what.
Because they might ask you without even showing you on film yet. They might say, "Well, you sure about that?"
And again, they already know, right?
And you're not going to hear objection. You're not going to hear that word. I can't wait. I honestly can't wait because this is really gloves off. We're just going to sit around a table with a microphone and a recorder, and we're going to hash it out. And Karen Reed, where she's in a criminal case, can plead the fifth. Doesn't have to answer any of the questions. So it's going to be all the third-party culprits.
Yep. And I hate to say it, but those type of things kind of leak from that type of stuff leaks. There's a lot of people involved in it.
So you
So-
think testimonial would be a lot more available to say us, like,
I think so. I do
Yeah.
think so.
so you can't intimidate a witness either for a civil trial, can you?
But that's a great question, Mike. I don't know. I would think witness intimidation is witness intimidation. I mean, because you're trying to skew the outcome.
I was just wondering, like, if during a civil
Yeah.
case, right? Can you
Huh.
can you say something, or if anybody knows, please let us know. I'm not sure. I thought about that. I'm like,
That's a great question. I don't know.
just say you saw somebody walking down the street that was in the bar, and you said, "Hey, fucking booze bag" or whatever. Are you intimidating them, or whatever? I don't know.
Did you see that? Oh my God, Mike. Hate to say it, but New Hampshire's right sometimes.
Why is that?
I'm gonna look for it right now. It was about the First Amendment. Just trying to find it.
Yeah, Microdots just dropped a video too, by the way.
Yes, what a great. Did you see that?
I haven't watched the full thing. I think it's like almost 30 minutes long, or 28 minutes long, something like. It's a long one. Is it? Yeah. I haven't watched it yet. Maybe we'll play it Thursday morning. How's that?
We could do that. New Hampshire up in, I think it was I don't think it was Epping, but the police department said, listen, we know that people are protesting. They're allowed to. We know that they're allowed. They have a right. We know you don't like them. We don't care. It's their right to protest regardless of anything. And that was from the police department saying, listen, these guys have the authority or the right to protest. This is the police department saying, stop calling. We know they're protesting. It's allowed. They're peacefully protesting. It's okay. I forget what town it was, but it was great.
Oh.
Love them. So
just look at the DNC. I mean, they were protesting right out front. It is what it is.
I heard that's the whole thing. I heard they had a van and you could get Plan B and then go in and get food. It's just I
don't know anything about that.
I think they're on the way abstract, fringe, hard left, far left. It's just wow. Can't do it.
Yeah. But I just want to know if in a civil case, I've never heard of anybody like, let's just say I don't want you to go get deposed, or I'm gonna hurt you kind of thing, or someone's gonna break your legs. Is that still the same thing in a criminal case? Because actually no one's going to jail in a civil case, right? You just follow the money.
But at the same time, yes, you're trying to skew the outcome, right?
Right.
So yeah.
Right.
Again, that's a good question, bud.
I don't know.
Mark Bedrow would know that one.
Yeah, probably. Yep.
Try and get that to him.
Maybe somebody on X can post it today. Maybe a lawyer that's on there.
Question for Mark. Anyone looking for that answer?
Yeah.
We almost have 2,000 subscribers, Mike.
What?
Yeah, almost 2,000.
What's it been, a month?
Yeah, no, it's the 16th.
Oh, for the new channel, yeah.
This one, yeah. That's pretty
is that
awesome.
good? It's good, right?
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Yeah,
All
that was
right.
real good. So everyone that's here, thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing this page. We do appreciate it very much.
Yeah.
What we do,
Yeah.
we like to do it for you guys.
Of course, man.
So
Of course.
no doubt. All right, bud. I think we're gonna wrap it up.
Okay, man. You have a good day today, all right?
Yeah. Thursday we're going on scene.
We'll go on in the morning.
Something. Yep. We'll do
And
the
then
morning.
And then you're gonna go to court.
Yep. And we'll get
Okay.
that all situated. So
If something breaks, we'll come back on tonight or tomorrow. But I don't know. I think a lot of guys have it covered already. So with that said, I think we have enough guys out there on the same team that can help us out with that. But
yeah, you don't want to cloudy the water.
Yeah,
That
right.
there was some good stuff coming out yesterday, man.
I mean, Sean's post with the bulkhead yesterday was awesome.
Yep.
I mean, that was awesome.
That's
the one that he played in court and stuff. And I was like, where did this come from?
So
I see Brian Albert just squirming in the chair, just squirming.
I was
Right.
told that they searched for that because that was disposed of.
Oh yeah.
And
The
I,
bulkhead. They took the
yes,
whole bulkhead door with them, right? Yeah.
yes, they took everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's slowly coming out. I just wish it all come out, man. Just end it. I guess he's not even in the state anymore either. He's down in Rhode Island. Sean was saying. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows?
Nope. Who does?
Who
Nope.
knows? Who knows?
I wouldn't
But
admit it anyway.
yeah. Hey, have a great day. Peace
You
out,
too,
people.
my friend. We'll be talking
All
to you
right.
later on.
All right, you got it, man.
All right, guys. Everyone, thank you so much for a great show again. You guys are awesome. Love the chat. Thursday we're coming back. Get that all situated and go from there. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. And we will all hopefully be safe and sound. And we will see everybody Thursday in the morning.